Yo, what is going on, guys? Dilution here. If you were in the stream, you don't have to watch this video. Today, we're going to be going over what happened on the earnings call. What is the catalyst? What is it going to do for us? And we're just going to go overall everything that happened in the earnings play, hopefully in a small video. So let's get into it. Alright guys, now real quick, the whole spiel. If you want up to 10 free stocks, potentially $60 to $2,500 worth of free money. Also, you can join the trading challenge 100 to 1K. Hit the link pinned in the top of comments and linked in the description to download Moomoo and get up to 10 free stocks for just depositing any amount. Can be a penny, can be 50 cents, can be $1. Let's go. Okay, so from that meeting, we have some side notes. We have what happened, what the catalyst is, and then we have the questions that Adam Aaron covered. So first of all, some side notes we have is upcoming big movies in 2022. Okay, so these are going to be increasing revenue and just overall doing well for the company because, of course, that's what they revolve around. Now, special dividend, Ape, we will be talking about that. In Q2, okay, in Q2, the earnings that were just released, they have almost tripled, so 2.5x 2022 revenue. Okay, so this is huge. This shows massive growth within the company. Now, revenue was $1.2 billion, expected $1.17 billion, so they beat on revenue. Earnings per share expected a loss of 20 cents. Expected a loss of 27 cents, only lost 20 cents. So they beat on earnings per share as well. 211 million in credit, 52 million cash generated, 98 closed theaters since the pandemic, and 45 reopened or just opened in general, and these are outperforming. So this is huge because this kind of shows that people are going back to the theaters, and it's really not dead. If 45 theaters are outperforming the majority that were closed, this is just a huge deal in general. People love the movies. People love to go back to the movies. AMC as a company, great. $1 billion in liquidity available, Adam Aaron said. This is huge because it shows where they're leveraging and where they're not leveraging on things, and where and what aspect they can actually touch on debt and touch on growth for the company. Which leads us to this last question. I didn't really get to hear it. If you were in the live stream and an alarm went off, I went to fix that. I missed the very end of it. So optimal leverage, someone asked. Adam Aaron stated they're not even using close to the amount of leverage available that they have. Now everybody wants to know special dividend. What was Adam Aaron's pounce? What does this mean for us when squeezed, right? That's all you want to know. Smash the like real quick. I know that was like a clickbait time to say hit the like. Real quick though, special dividend was released. This is a 1-to-1 stock dividend. Okay, this isn't a stock split. This isn't a cash dividend. It's a 1-to-1 stock dividend issued August 19th, 2022. Adam Aaron states this is a valorous action and it is bad news for short sellers. Okay, preferred equity. And this is just stating that you're getting a 1-to-1 stock, not cash dividend. August 22nd, this will be listed under the New York Stock Exchange, where AMC is listed under the ticker symbol APE, APE. And this is tradable, and this is a huge thing to see that it is tradable because for, let's say you have 500 AMC shares, you're going to get 500 APE shares as well. And the fact that this is tradable, you could make a decent amount of money. And essentially, this could grow in the future, okay? And we're going to go over that. So share count through dividend. This is kind of what Adam Aaron stated, why we don't need a legit share count. I'm not sure if I agree with this too much. He's stating that since every single ape or whatever is going to be issued to an already existing shareholder, this acts as a share count as well. I don't know where to touch on that because what is going to stop short sellers from naked shorting or doing other corrupt acts to the ticker symbol APE. Also, he touched on dilution, and he stated that this is always, again, for right now, in the shareholders' decision, so nothing is moving forward with dilution, which is honestly just great because some companies don't allow shareholders to really voice their opinion on dilution. Potentially plus ape, so potentially more ape issued. So you're getting 500 for every 500 you have of AMC, right? For an example, 1-to-1. You're getting an ape. So in the future, Adam Aaron said there's potential that, you're going to get another 500 with your 500 AMC shares or whatever. You're going to get another 1,000 down the line. This could potentially just grow your count like crazy. And then one free I Own Ape NFT, August 31st. This will be issued. and he also updated the I own AMC NFT that these shareholders already got. 15 million stock ownership. Adam Aaron came out and he stated this is how much he owns of AMC. So it's not only an incentive to help out shareholders, but also his position as well to make the company do good and just overall increase in all fundamental aspects. So the questions that were delivered to Adam Aaron, or that were asked to Adam Aaron, here are the answers he delivered. I just sounded like I'm tongue-tied. How big is Dividend? Okay, someone said, how big is this Dividend? How big is this catalyst? You know, is it really that important? What is this pounce? So Adam Aaron said this is just huge. His overall answer was huge, and it's actually bigger than what it's brought up to be. He said this could also raise cash for the company down the line and potentially even reduce debt. Okay, also a bunch more that this can do for shareholders and the company in general. As the company improves, shareholders want to feel like they're improving as well. Okay, so institutional shareholders, will they receive dividend? Adam Aaron says yes. They only have one, I believe, system or something like that along the lines of that. Program delay and what is it? Overseas? I can't think of the word right now. It just international brokers are having problems with voting issues for certain shareholders. This is a problem with the brokers. So he's saying contact your broker if you don't receive this special dividend. Okay, so next steps moving forward. What are the next steps? Adam Aaron pretty much just went over. There's going to be huge movies that are going to be producing revenue, and Adam Aaron's also just going to be looking for collabs. Right? He's going to potentially be doing some more collabs, which is going to grow the company. Of course, you know they did one with Uber Eats not long ago, and they've just been going and going and going. Bonuses and perks, guys. Man, what are the bonuses, perks? Why would I become a shareholder? You can get, first of all, this free stock dividend. Not free stock dividend, but, you know, technically 1-to-1 stock dividend. Okay, that's off the table. Free offers at the concession stands at movie theaters, such as, you know, maybe a free drink, maybe a free pretzel, maybe a free popcorn. You never know. Early movie access. This is huge because say you wanted to go see a popular movie like Top Gun Maverick. When it comes out in theaters, it's going to be loaded. It's going to be packed. Not all the time are you going to see, you get an early access to come see Top Gun Maverick. And, you know, maybe 15 to 20 AMC shareholders will show up, and you got a theater to yourself. Not only that, but Adam Aaron hosting movie screenings with investors. This is huge because you can actually bring up your thoughts to Adam Aaron and see his thoughts back to you, not from a legal standpoint for once, just from man to man, right? Or, you know, woman to man, girl to man, whatever. From September to December, he's going to attempt to do a London screening, so overseas. AMC in Canada and Europe. Adam Aaron said Europe is already done. Certain countries, certain states, he said something along the lines of you have to do it bigger and then branch out, and they're just not ready overall. So these are what I have for the notes for the earnings call and everything that just happened. So if you guys didn't have to watch the earnings call and instead came to this video, please consider subscribing and joining the fam and smashing that like. And I also have two scenarios that are essentially may or may not play out, you know, to this. And apparently, right, AMC reacted, you know, what do you know? AMC reacted bad to a beat on earnings per share, a beat on revenue, a special dividend, huge movies coming out. What else, right? Short sellers take advantage of earnings, and you see it time and time again. If we grab the drawing tool, what happened on this earnings date, right? Huge dump, huge sell-off right after, okay? What happened on this earnings date? Huge dump, huge sell-off right after. This is scenario one that can play out and is essentially playing out already as we speak. Although it's usually not this big of a drop, 12%. So this kind of rings a bell in my head, right? Let's pop over to the 3-hour time frame. So we have this drawn out, and it's pretty self-explanatory if you take a look at the chart. If you've been keeping up with my videos, you know what we have charted out and where we could potentially be standing in this next big run-up, in this, you know, in this overall zone that we're in this overall box. And what you can see is, right, if you take out this scenario, this bleed-off scenario that we have, you'll see on this run, right, on this run, you have this little wick, and this is essentially where we're laying. Essentially where we're laying right now. You have this wick that drops down, and it looks extremely similar to, what we have drawn out. You come up, you get this dip of a wick, and the next day instantly recovers until essentially, taking that next move up to the moon. Now, of course, I'm going to have those people that come in the comments, oh, so it's going to go up or down. Oh, great prediction. Well, first of all, I just gave you the earnings call. This isn't really necessarily a mainly price prediction video. But second of all, I gave you two scenarios, as if the first scenario plays out, the bleed, you should essentially see a much faster bounce. I also did want to say that it did bounce off of this box, off of this demand zone. AMC already soaked up the demand under 16 bucks, and I don't think it's ready to go back under 16 bucks. If anything, I'm leaning towards scenario 2, where we get this next big run up, next big leg up. And I also have to read into what's going to go on with short sellers and a share dividend over a cash dividend, because normally, right, short sellers would pay out a cash dividend to holders who own a stock, that they borrowed against. So essentially, if you borrowed one share of AMC at 20 bucks, and short seller, or if you bought a share of AMC at 20 bucks, short seller borrows that share, he's paying you the dividend that's paid out if you had a cash dividend. I personally am not informed enough with what would happen with a stock dividend if they have to buy that out, if it's bad news for them. But essentially right now they're taking advantage of this after hour price action that we kind of have going on. But what I can tell you is set up right is that we broke out of this wedge that we had drawn out back here. We also had one drawn out way back here, but we ended up deleting that drawing in the past. We also have several touch points on this parallel trend line, these blue trend lines, and we also have the same exact setup bursting out of this trend line and lined up to right where we're at. So everything is lining up that, like, we should get that next leg up, and we are actually in that next leg up. It's not we're going to have it soon. In my opinion, we are in that next leg up. Now, real quick, we can go over some numbers. Apparently, 1 million shares available to borrow on AMC during the meeting. This said 650,000. And on GameStop, there's no shares available to borrow. So this is a beautiful thing to see. 51% free float DRS, 0 shares available to borrow. Now, if we were to go over GameStop's chart, not everything exact. Not everything plays out to the T, but it does often rhyme, or whatever the saying is. GameStop is doing its exact thing. AMC's doing its exact thing. Overall, I'm just excited. Let's see if there's anything else I had to touch on about the meeting before we close this video. Oh my God. Animals are freaking out. Dividend. I think that's about it, guys. I've stated before, so you have the DTCC, which bails people out. You can't control that. They bailed out Robinhood for 9-point-something billion. They've been bailing out people. You have buyers, such as retail. You have short sellers, right? The opposite. That's where the battle happens, except buyers have patience. They can buy and hold. Short sellers have leverage, and they also have sort of illegal leverage through the SEC. And the reason I say that is because SEC enforces if there's naked shorting or price suppression. They're supposed to. And there's clearly naked shorting and price suppression, and the SEC doesn't do anything about it. So how do we put pressure on that pipeline? We made a video way back, and I've stated that we need a special dividend to put pressure on this pipeline. Could this be it? I'm not positive yet. My next video may or may not be about that after I do some digging. But that is all I got for you guys for this video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure to hit that link down below. Feel free to support the channel in any way, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, donating in super thanks, becoming a member, hitting the link in the description. That is it. Peace.